What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to The World According to Briggs and a video on cheap desert towns for retirement. Actually, most of these are great for just about anyone, but probably best suited for retirees, especially the ones that are like retirement communities on here. If you make a video on places to retire, 8 out of 10 will be in Florida. The Sunshine State is a great place to retire, but it's not for everyone. Some people don't like the beach and old dudes in banana hammocks. What can you say? People that don't land in Florida normally spread out to the desert states and desert parts of states like California. Of the retirees that relocate to another state in retirement, only about 20% move to what would be considered cold states. 80% land in the desert, Hawaii, or Florida. Today we are looking at cheap desert towns to call home in retirement. All right, in no particular order, let's take a look. Number 10, Sun City, Arizona. Sun City is a nice little retirement community on the northwest side of the Phoenix metro area, right between Peoria and Surprise. And it's a nice place to live. They only have about 40,000 residents here, and one man described it as one of the best places for a blue-collar retirement. This is a good-sized community with a variety of different types of homes you could buy here. The median home listing price here is $189,000. But realistically, you're probably looking at, to get something decent, somewhere between $250,000 to $350,000. They do have some that, they have these ponds and lakes and stuff like that, that are right on the water, that are going to get you up into the $600,000s on up. But really, you're looking at about $250,000 to $350,000. The average temperature here in Sun City throughout the year is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, obviously, it's Arizona desert, so you're going to have a lot of days where it's in and above the 90s. But throughout the year, it averages out to about 69. The percentage of the population that is 65 and older is 75% here. Like I said, it's a retirement community. They don't have a bunch of young folks living there. Number 9, Fountain Hills, Arizona. Staying in Arizona, we find the fun community of Fountain Hills. Fountain Hills is in the northeast outskirts of the Phoenix metro area. I like this community. Most of the homes stay with that classic Arizona architecture. You know, it's kind of like that modernized adobe look. It's beautiful. I'm not a desert person, but I really like those type houses. I hate it when people build homes that really don't fit the feel and the look of a community or state or whatever. But if you like those Arizona type homes, they got plenty here for you. I would probably consider this place an upper middle class retirement area because the median listing price here is $515,000. Now, that's the median, that's not the average, so keep that in mind. But I'll give you an idea of what you're looking at if you want to buy a home here. They have open lots here that you could build your own home on. That starts off around $200,000, goes up to, I'd say, about $350,000. Realistically, you'd be lucky if you find a decent home here for the $400,000 area. Most of the decent ones are going to be $500,000 to about $650,000. And when I say they go up into the millions. But it's just outside of Scottsdale. It's kind of out a little bit, so you're not going to have, it's not too crowded. It's kind of nice. Like I said, the median listing price here is $515,000. The average year-round temperature is 69, just like the other one. The total population here is about 25,000 residents, and the percentage that's 65 and older is 34% of the population. Number 8, Prescott, Arizona. North of Phoenix, pressed up against the Prescott National Forest, you have the city of Prescott, which is not a bad place to live. It's definitely cooler here year-round compared to, like, Phoenix. Prescott is in the Bradshaw Mountains of central Arizona at an elevation of about 5,400 feet or 1,600 meters, whatever you want to do. The city has a Mediterranean-type climate. However, unlike most other locations in that climate class, there's a serious summer wet season due to North American monsoons. It could get wet and you can get some flash floods, so just keep that in mind if you decide to check this place out or move there. The cost of living here is a little bit high compared to most places that retirees head to in Arizona. Overall, it's about 13% higher than the national average. Not terrible, but it's a little bit up there. Usually when people are retiring, obviously they're going to be looking to spend a little less money, so keep that one in mind too. A lot of people complain about different things about Prescott, but they're unfounded. I mean, I've heard their crime is bad. Their crime is actually 18% lower than the national average. Their property crime is 26% lower than the national average. Everything else is kind of middle of the road. The median listing price in Prescott, Arizona, they say is $459,000, but it's all over the map. I mean, you could find places for $150,000 that are like trailers or whatever, on up to $1 million. Realistically, I think you're going to be looking at around $500,000 to get something really good or decent. The average temperature here is 55.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's year round. Their summers, like I said, can get hot and can get wet. Their winters can get cold a little bit. Their total population around 41,000. That's not in the metro area. The metro area has about 110,000. The percentage of the population that is 65 and older is 35.5%. Number 7, Banning, California. When I was growing up, Banning wasn't the best place to live. I mean, they've turned it around quite a bit since, I'd say, the 90s. They've had some newer developments, and a lot of retirees are heading out there, and this usually turns the neighborhood around. Banning is east of Los Angeles, in between Riverside and Palm Springs. Banning has plenty of golf, plenty of warm weather, and plenty of decently priced houses for Southern California. Now, it is in the California outback, so you get a little bit of a discount the further you get away from the beach. But in the city of Rancho Mirage, the median listing price here in Banning is $277,000, but realistically, you want to be looking for $350,000 to $450,000. That'll get you something really nice. Now, they do go up in price there, or at least the area. They can get into the millions of dollars, but $350,000 to $450,000 is a good range to get something nice. I'm sure that sounds outrageous to someone sitting in Mississippi right now who's probably got a mortgage that's like $90,000. $350,000 and $450,000 to that person is probably a little drastic, but if you're in Southern California, you didn't blink. The average temperature here is about 62 degrees. That's year-round. Banning can get pretty toasty in the summer, staying around 95 for weeks at a time. Maybe not that bad, but it gets up there. The total population here is 30,000. The percentage of the population that is 65 and older, 27%. Number 6, Oro Valley, Arizona. Oro Valley is on the northern side of the Tucson metro area. It's really not a bad place to live. The only thing that's ever graded as below a A or a B for this place is cost of living and housing. It can get up there in price, but it's a nice place, so you're paying to live in a nice place like so many other locations in the United States. Tucson's not that bad, even though I've done lists on not to move to Tucson. One thing you need to keep in mind about those videos is I'm giving you things you should know before you move there. No place is absolutely horrible. Maybe parts of Detroit, but no place is absolutely horrible. No place is absolutely perfect. My lists are just things you should know before you move in there. Anyway, Oro Valley is a nice place to live. Low crime rate, good employment numbers, really good schools. This town has a lot going for it. The median listing price here is $348,000. That's what they say. Realistically, you're looking at $460,000 to $600,000 to get something decent. This is a little more expensive place to live. Their average temperature year-round is 65.4 degrees. They got a population of just over 40,000, and the percentage of that population that's 65 or older is 30%. Number 5, Pahrump, Nevada. Pahrump, Nevada is not the best looking place, but we're looking at this one from it is in the desert and it is very inexpensive point of view. Pahrump's only about an hour away from Las Vegas, so that's a plus. They have communities that are growing right now, and I think in the future this will be a lot nicer place. I'm talking within the next 5 or 10 years, it'll be a lot better than it currently is. They've got these new housing communities going up with golf and all that good stuff. It's just not the best right now, but it is extremely inexpensive and a good place to get in on. The cost of living in Pahrump is actually 7% lower than the national average, and housing is 30% lower. They got a little bit of crime, and that can be a deterrent for a lot of people, but it's really not terrible. The other reason I bring this one up and put this on the list, a lot of retirees like their golf and they like their gambling. I mean, a lot of them do. Pahrump is cheap and it has gambling. I really wouldn't mind doing a whole video on Pahrump. I mean, I honestly think this place has potential in the future. If anyone from the mayor's office wants to give me an email, please do. I'd love to get more details on what the city has planned for the future. Maybe do a whole video on the place. The median listing price in Pahrump, Nevada is $239,000. They have tons of vacant lots that you can get for $20,000, but really, if you want to buy a decent house, you're looking at around $250,000 on up. There's some as high as $600,000. I think I saw one for $900,000, but a majority of them are going to be in the $250,000 to $350,000, $400,000 range. The average year-round temperature here is 62.1 degrees. Total population just in Pahrump is 35,000, and the percentage of the population over 65 is 31.2%. Number 4, Palm Springs, California. Palm Springs was a place I would say mostly just for rich people when I was growing up in Southern California. These days, it's a mix of everything. Palm Springs is in between Los Angeles and San Diego to the east, out in the desert, actually not too far from Banning, which we talked about earlier. When I was in high school, this is where you went for spring break. Then one year there was a riot. It was great. And I think that pretty much ended Palm Springs as a spring break destination for college and high school kids. I actually saw how the riot got started. There was a park and a bunch of, teenagers and 20-year-olds hanging out in this park. There's a lot of them. Everyone's drinking, having a good time. Nothing terrible was going on. And then the police over a loudspeaker said we had to vacate the park, and everyone started vacating it. They were kind of going slow. And a motorcycle cop started driving through the crowd, hitting people with a stick. Well, his nightstick, and that just launched into chaos, and it went on for like 2 days. These days, riots everywhere and around the country on the regular. This was kind of unique and kind of very out of the ordinary. Palm Springs is a great place to live. Their median listing price is $468,000. And it's really hard to tell you what, realistically you're looking at, but because it's such a wide range. You can get condos for the 250 area that are decent, and it goes all the way up to homes that are worth $3 and $4 million. Not even kidding. It's that broad of a spectrum. The year-round average temperature is 73.9 degrees. The total population of just Palm Springs City is 47,000, and the percentage of the population that's over 65 is 30%. Number 3, Green Valley, Arizona. Green Valley is a small community south of Tucson. It's not that big at all. It is located along the western side of the Santa Cruz River, and the people that live here love this place. It's just far enough away from Tucson not to be bothered by the congestion and all that. It's just a decent place to live, and it's affordable. The cost of living is 1% lower than the national average. Crime isn't terrible, and the houses are affordable. The median listing price here is $199,000. Just looking around, realistically, you're looking at around $230,000 to $260,000 to get something decent. Now in this area, it goes up. It goes way up. There's a couple houses here with some property that go for close to $1 million. Got a little extra coin and want to build a big house for $5 million, they got 293 acres right outside of town. The average year-round temperature is 63 degrees Fahrenheit. They got about 22,000 people living here, and the percentage of the population that's 65 and older is 77.3. Number 2, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Staying in Arizona, we got Lake Havasu. There's Lake Havasu and there's Lake Havasu City. Lake Havasu is a great place to hang out on a summer day. Lots of boating, skiing, wakeboarding, whatever you want to do. Lake Havasu City is right near where California, Nevada, and Arizona meet, and Laughlin is just a little over an hour away, so if you want to go up to Laughlin, Nevada, you can get your gambling on. The median listing price here is $333,000. Realistically, you can find condos and stuff for in the 150 to 200 range. You can occasionally find houses for the 300 range, but really you're looking for something around 425 to 550 to get something decent here. If you want to build your own place, they've got tons of lots for sale for sometimes less than $100,000. They've got next to no crime. Their crime rate is very low. It's actually 45% lower than the national average. The average year-round temperature here is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The total population is 53,000, and the percentage of the population that is 65 and older is 31.5%. All right, before we get to number 1, don't forget we have another channel called On This Day. There's a link down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up, and please think about subscribing if you already haven't. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, Rancho Mirage, California. I love Rancho Mirage. Right next to Palm Springs, you have the community of Rancho Mirage. Rancho Mirage is a nice place. It's kind of strange because you got some areas that, are affordable, and then you have some extremely rich gated communities. These communities all seem to have golf courses within their individual communities, along with artificial lakes and things like that. One of my favorites is Lake Mirage Racquet Club. This one design alone wins me over. You've got houses around an artificial lake with an island in the middle that has 10 tennis courts on it. Dotted around the lake are 10 community swimming pools. It's an amazing design. I love this place. The median listing price, they say, is $247,000. That, it's a mirage. It's not real. You could find condos here for maybe $300,000. But if you want to actually own a house in this area, $500,000 is the minimum. And it goes up, way up. There's a house there for sale right now that is $7.5 million. So yeah, this one is definitely for people that got some money in the bank. The average year-round temperature in Rancho Mirage is 73.9 degrees. The total population is 18,000, and the percentage of the population 65 and older is 51.7%. So half the population is gonna be in your age range if you're retiring here. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. This list was based on opinion and stats, so I'm sure a lot of you may have opinions on other cities that should have been on here and some that shouldn't. We'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.